Are you a website owner? Have you heard of the massive fines people get for not being GDPR compliant? In this video, we're going to explain exactly what GDPR is and exactly what steps you need to undertake in order to become compliant. My name is Alex from Pandectes.io. Let's get started. Let's start with the basics. GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation, and it is a set of rules designed to help EU citizens gain more control over their data and how it is being used. But here's the thing, even if your business is not located in the EU, these rules still apply to you if you're using data of EU citizens. So what do you need to do to be compliant? First and foremost, having a privacy policy is mandatory. You need to be upfront and clear with your customers about how their data is being collected, used, and shared. You can find out how you can create a privacy policy in the pop-up banner up there. Next up, you have to be fair with your customers and users on how you collect their data. This can be done by gaining their consent through a cookie banner. You should only collect data that is necessary for the purposes you have specified. You should also let your customers know why you need this data. To be compliant, you have to use a cookie banner that blocks all third-party scripts from running on your website before a user consents. If you are using Shopify, the best app to do the job is the Pandectes GDPR Compliance app. You can find it by just typing Pandectes in the Shopify App Store. You also need to make sure your users have the option to withdraw their consent. There also needs to be an option for them to process their data or delete it. In case of a data breach, you need to notify your users without delay. Relevant authorities should also be notified in under 72 hours. Lastly, you need to be responsible with your users' data. This means encrypting sensitive personal information, updating plugins and themes in order to patch vulnerabilities. This also means you need to authenticate users with strong authentication methods. And lastly, limit access controls to limit who can access this personal data. Remember, GDPR compliance isn't only to avoid fines. It's about building trust with your customers and respecting their rights.